Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you how to generate index and conditional columns in Power BI. An index column uniquely identifies each individual row in the table. They usually start from 0 or 1. They are most often used to create unique keys or IDs that are used to form relationship between tables, while the conditional columns allows you to define new fields based on logical rules or if-then condition. So in today's video, I'll be creating a new conditional column using an existing column as a reference. So I'm going to get the data. I'll click on get data, and then the data is in the form of CSV. So I'll be working with Adventures Works Sales 2017. Okay, so here is a dialog box showing us a brief summary of the data. I'm going to transform the data. Okay, so the first things first, I want to simplify table name. I'll save this as AW Sales 2017. Now I'm going to come to add column, and you can see this under the general. You see index column. If I click on this, you have the liberty of starting the index from 0. Also, you have the liberty to start from 1, and if you don't want any of these options, you can create your own custom start points. But in this case, I'll be starting the index number from 1. When I click on that, a new column has been created at the end of the table. So if we check the data type, okay, it is a whole number. So you want to ensure that the data type is in the form of a whole number. Now, of course, this index column, you can change it to an ID column. So I want to move this to the beginning of the table. And instead of me to drag this all the way down to the beginning, I'll simply right click. When I right click, in this move option, I'll click on to beginning. So at just a single click, the column has been moved to the beginning. And of course, I can decide to rename this to ID column. Now, one of the good things about this is you can use this ID column to reference every other row in this data set. Okay, so for each particular ID, then you can get the order dates, the stock dates, order number, product key, customer key, down to the end of the data set. So, but what if you want to delete this column? Of course, you can right click and then you click on remove column. So I'll click on remove column. So you can see now, one of the things you need to know when you have removed the index column is that all the steps have been taken notes on this applied step pane. And because of that, anytime you refresh this sales 2017 data in Power BI, we have to run through all these steps. And of course, that can be in a way time consuming. So in order to avoid that, you simply cancel all the steps, okay, and return it to the original data where it was. So we have seen how to create an index column, and then we have also seen the importance. Now let's look at how to create a conditional column. We'll click on conditional column here. So in this dialog box, we have to create a new name for the column. So we'll call this, let's say, the order type. Okay. Before that, I want to show you something in this data. So the new conditional column we are going to be creating would be referencing the order quantity. So that means I want to create a conditional column that checks to see if the order quantity is 1. This should be the assigned name. If the order quantity is more than 1, this should be the assigned name too. So that is the column I want to create. Now I'll click on the conditional column. I'll call this order type, and then what column name is it referencing? I want it to reference the order quantity. So if the value equal 1, then the output in the new column should be single item. Okay, I'll add a new clause. The else if, what if there are more than one orders? So I'll click on the else if, and then still referencing the order quantity. So if the order quantity is 2, then should produce multiple items. Okay, and so it's very important for you to specify an output or a value when these two conditions are not met. Sometimes you can have some data sets that can be crazy at times, and you have some weird values. So in such condition, you can specify and say order, and then you click on OK. So you can see there are the values. So just you can see this is order. So this is more than 2. So because of that, I specified it to be. This is more than 2. So because of that, I specified it to be order. So this is how you can create a conditional column in Power BI. Now, if you click on the drop down, you can find this little one in here saying list may be incomplete. In any case, you just need to know that Power BI has produced this result from a small sample of the column. Okay, so and it does this so that it can reduce processing time, and also to reduce the data consumption. So if you want to do away with this warning, you can click on load more, and then you can see that the unique keys in this column are just 3. So you click on OK. So this is how you create a conditional column. So in today's video, we have successfully seen how to create an index column and also the importance, and then how to also create a conditional column. I'll come to the Home tab. I'll click on Close and Apply. Okay, so with this, we have successfully come to the end of this video. I hope you have been able to learn something new today. I will see you in my next video.